There's something I absolutely love about the car community. You can meet someone you've never seen before within about 30 seconds. You guys are talking like as if you've been best friends for 30 years. Bro, what engine is that? What exhaust are you running? How much power? Manual? What's 0 to 60 time on one of these things? And then someone starts revving their car. It's like guy with the Honda Civic that nobody likes does it the first time and everybody looks, does it again and everybody's still looking, and does it like 20 more times, therefore ruining the whole meet. Let's start with the obvious one, the endless rumor. Now, I love a good exhaust note. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like a screaming V10, no, high revving V8. It does make me turn my head. That's literally part of why we're here. But there's a difference between listen to this beautiful engine and I've decided the entire neighborhood needs to hear my straight hyped CV.
Why? 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 Why?
Like having a really good speaker, you play one song, cool. You turn it up to the maximum, you might play the same song 12 times and it's very distorted. That is very, very bad. And now everybody hates you, like the same way everybody hates you. That's basically what happens at car meets you. And you probably think it's cool. I do not know why they think it is cool. It is not cool. Get a life. Now, if you have a nice exhaust note, you can play it once, play it twice, everybody will be happy. Play it 20 times, you start getting very annoying, and you start killing your car slowly. On to the next. This one happens mostly when you're leaving a car meet and someone chooses to do a burnout or a power slide or a drift or a donut and then loses control of the car just because people are watching and people are edging them on to do it. Like, my guy, don't you have self-control? Now there's a time and place for this. A controlled environment, yes. A track, yes. Motorsport events, yes, absolutely. But when you leave a car meet and decide that the public road suddenly becomes Spa Francorchamps, you have confused being an enthusiast with being a stuntman. Nobody asked, and here's the problem. One person does something stupid and all of us get a bad rep for it. Like, I have seen times without number, and I really don't want to give any examples right now, but that's the general consensus about us when somebody ends up doing a Mustang. Now, if you want to drive like a lunatic, there are places where you can do it. The public road is not for choosing your next aim target and then locking on sight and firing at will. Do it at a racetrack or somewhere else, in a parking lot. Go have fun there. This one genuinely bothers me. Making fun of someone's car because it is cheap. My guy, that is definitely not the move you should be doing right now. I mean, we are all old here. There's no legitimacy amongst us. There's always that guy with a 100k Porsche who goes, bro, what is that? My brother in Christ, that person might love their car more than you do. Maybe they spent years fixing it. Maybe that's the car they learned to drive in. Maybe that's the car that they literally can't afford. At the moment in their life, though, I don't hope anybody lives in a 3K Civic forever. And here's the funny thing about Falcon. The guy in the 5K Miata might know more about his car than the guys in the 150K Lambo, because one of them has spent years understanding how the car works, the other person just knows where the start button is. And I'm not saying don't appreciate expensive cars. Obviously, if somebody pulls up in a Pagani, I am going to look, I am going to take out my phone, I am going to record. But that doesn't mean you should discredit the guy with the 3K Civic or a 5K Miata that has put love into it and knows what they are doing. Because, my guy, that car will probably be on rails. The easiest way to genuinely tell somebody loves your car is simple. Can they appreciate something about it? As an enthusiast, if they immediately start insulting the owner, then they're probably not an enthusiast and they have an ego problem. Moving on. This is the social media era of car culture, and I completely understand it. You see a beautifully edited video of a 911 GT3 RS at night, the music hits, the camera pans across the headlights, the exhaust starts screaming, and you're like, yep, that is my dream car. Then you watch another video, and it's an R35 Skyline GTR. Next, G80 M3. Next, Mark 5 Supra. Maybe Mark 4 Supra. Next, Huracan STO. Next, Audi R8. And the list keeps piling on and on and on, and your dream car changes every 14 days. At this point, TikTok isn't helping you choose a car, TikTok is helping you choose a personality. It's like ordering food based on what everybody in the restaurant is eating. That is not how you do it. You enter, you order what you want, and the cars seem there are different cars for you to pick from. Not what social media is pushing at you. Yes, social media gives you a general direction, but doesn't mean you should follow every car that social media chooses. There's nothing wrong about driving popular cars. But the real question is, will you still drive that car if nobody were to see you driving it? If the answer is yes, then you probably love the car and you should get it. Now, let's talk about pops and bangs. A little bit, yes. Tasteful, yes. But whenever you lift off and it's starting to seem like as if your car is starting a small scale civil war inside the exhaust manifolds, you probably are not getting it right. You do not need to make your car sound like a battlefield to prove it's modified. I had this neighbor who deleted scats, resonators, anything that could make his exhaust sound quiet, he deleted them off. And then his car was a Charger, Hemi. I don't know what it was inside. I don't know the engine specs. I'm not going to sit down here and be like as if I'm on Dodge enthusiast. No, I'm not. I didn't know what engine, but it was a Hemi, whatever liter it was. And then this guy will just drive at slow revs whenever he was leaving his house, and it sounded so goddamn awful. I felt like killing this guy because it was just so ass. And he was disturbing the whole neighborhood. Yeah. I don't know why.
Why?
This is probably one of the biggest changes social media has brought into the car culture. When someone pulls up in a Ferrari, instead of
Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
it's more like,
Who am I here with today?
Kevin.
What do you do for a living?
can't you just film the car without doing anything extra? Like, appreciate the car for what it is and move on. Film if you have to and move on. Not every interaction needs to become content. Sometimes you can just talk to somebody, ask them why they bought the car, ask them what they like about it, ask them what they've done to it. Those conversations are usually way more interesting than how much is your monthly payment, because that shit disgusts me. This is probably one of the funniest on this list and one of the biggest on this list, and that is using car terms wrong. And oh my god, almost like I've done it. I think I've done it, but I'm not sure when I did it. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to lay out all my sins here, but the other people's sins I can remember, or maybe just one person, I will lay it out. So being completely new to cars is very fine. Like, I mean, we all started somewhere, which makes me remember when there was this race between a BMW and a Mercedes. I don't know. I'll try and pull up the footage. But then I was rooting for the BMW. My roommate was rooting for the BMW, and the BMW lost. Quite frankly. So when BMW lost, he was trying to explain for a non-car person why the BMW lost. And then I kid you what, this guy said the BMW lost because it had a naturally aspirated B6 by turbo. And I was just there in awe of his, I don't want to say stupidity, in awe of his ignorance, because like obviously by sure motor and working that is inline six. Obviously, I don't know about this thing. I don't know about the turbo ones. I really not scared to look into them. But I just noticed that they are an inline six company, not a V6, and by turbo belongs to Merc Benz. Yeah. So I just honestly I just let it slide. I didn't correct him because why? If you don't know something, just say it. There's no harm in saying it. We are more than eager to teach you and correct your mistakes if you have any. But being a complete fool and heading towards oblivion in your stupidity, yeah, that is not something you should be doing. The next one is brand was BMW versus Mercedes versus Audi. My guy, BMW people hate Mercedes. Mercedes people hate BMW, and Audi people are just there thinking they're above everyone because of that advertisement that they pulled out some years back. And then there's the JDM guy. He has arrived. German cars are unreliable. The American guy walks in. JDM cars are slow. The European guy, American cars are boots, in which American cars are actually boots. Not all of them, but most of them are boots. So moving on. And then suddenly we're in World War III because somebody bought a different automobile. It's ridiculous. You can love a BMW and appreciate a Mustang, a boot. You can love a Supra and admire a Porsche. You can love a Ferrari. I still think Miata is always the answer. You don't have to marry the manufacturer because they are not paying you. Which brings me to my last point, car takeovers. Before Little Timmy starts typing in the comment section, I'm not talking about car meets. Those are completely two different things. I'm talking about the YN task force who block the middle of intersections and start doing donuts and all sorts of crazy things. Cars that they probably borrowed from the sides of the streets. Or seeing how they sourced them, they probably borrowed them. Cars doing donuts, people standing on the middle of the roads, people standing on the cars, people standing outside the doors of the cars. I mean, it's a proper shit show. And I understand why people find them exciting. There is noise, there's cars, there's a crowd that a Mustang will probably go into. There's adrenaline, there's that feeling that something crazy is about to happen and you need to be there. Basically, FOMO, fear of missing out. And then the people who are filming will also think they are invisible because the cameraman never dies. Well, they say he never dies. They'll say he doesn't end up in the hospital. Everybody gets a bad rep because some YN task force. I'm not saying it's all YNs, there are some like mixed culture among, but a high probability of them are YNs because they choose to go out and block these intersections and start doing stupid stuff like, bro.
Stop it. Get some help.
So I'm curious, what is your biggest car community pet peeve? And if you know it, write it in the comment below. I'll be replying to everything, and you have a nice day. I'm out.